All right, a happy Monday night for the NBA world, unless you live in Southeast Florida, where, boy, oh boy, I don't know what to say. Unless you live in Southeast Florida, Broward, Dade, the whole eastern seaboard of state of Florida. Um, I thought what we saw on Saturday was bad, and then what transpired tonight in Miami, a demolition, non-competitive, two home games. I don't think I recall a team ever losing this badly in a playoff series, back-to-back games. I've been doing this a long time, and I've been on some teams that snuck in there as an 8 seed, but at least were competitive. Um, as far as in the playoff, but these two games were not competitive, and it made you think. Like, I know there were some ramifications draft wise. It's like you would have been better off just keeping the 11th pick in the draft, and hopefully that would have helped catapult to turn around or retool your organization moving forward. But Monday morning quarterback that's what it is. It's Monday morning quarterback to speculate. So we are here to do a off-season video for the Miami Heat. Probably the most we've been doing these videos. We've been doing the articles and the videos 7, 8 years, I think. This one's going to be interesting. The article should be up on ESPN.com with they are team number 16. They joined Memphis. What do we say about the Miami Heat? 37-45. They've got the 20th pick in the draft, which is Golden State. They've got free agents. Duncan Robinson's got an early termination option. He's exercising that. He's not leaving. And we'll go into his contract in a minute. Alec Burke, Davion Mitchell, actually pretty decent for you. And then a Drew Smith, Isaiah Stevens, Josh Christopher, Keyshawn Johnson, two-way guys and fringe NBA players. Here's what you need to know about the Heat. This what just happened. Only the second time that they've been swept since Eric Spoelstra was head coach, and that's since '08. Second year in a row eliminated in the first round. First season they finished below 500 since 18-19, 12-21 after the Butler trade. Bottom 10 in efficiency, games 3 and 4 lost with the biggest deficit in franchise history. 14-26 in clutch games, 3-12 after the trade. If that doesn't make you want to put your head in the toilet and throw up, if you're a Heat fan, I don't know what does. And we knew it was going to be a roller coaster ride. And I thought what you did in Chicago and then what you did in Atlanta, like that's the Heat team that we had seen, and you knew they were going to be facing a deficit with certainly post Butler, but to and then be somewhat competitive, I would say, in Cleveland, and then of course what just happened here is, I would say, probably the biggest embarrassment blemish of this proud franchise and organization. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I would say it's probably probably the biggest embarrassment. I mean, there have been bad Heat teams. I mean, when they came in as a franchise, I mean, as an expansion team, there's been some bad Heat teams. But as far as a proud organization that prides himself, this is probably one of the more low points there. So what do you do to pick up the pieces here? Of course, with all articles, there's always positives to it. And in this article, when you get past what transpired and losing by, what did this by 50 something points, you have the hero Adebayo, and there were some really good moments with Khalil Ware. That's your core foundation post Jimmy Butler. Now the goal is, how do you kind of get that identity back? What is your identity? I thought this team was very vanilla since the Butler trade. It's like, who are they? They're a team that can compete some nights, blow leads some nights, but you're a below 500 type team, and the record kind of speaks for itself. So your core three is those guys: Hero, Adebayo, and Ware. Now, how do you add around that? You got financial flexibility. I know Heat fans don't want to hear that. You've got 3 tradable first in the future, including the Golden State pick. You've got $60 million in expiring contracts: Kyle Anderson, Haywood Highsmith, Kevin Love, Terry Rozier, and Duncan Robinson. You have, as I said, the flexibility. The article's up basically. You're hanging around. You are 11 million below the first apron, 23 million below the second. You have a decision with Duncan Robinson's $19 million contract. It becomes fully guaranteed on July 8th. There's, what is there? Like 9 and change that's guaranteed. You can gain 10 million in flexibility if you waived him. So it's not like you're a cap space team, but you're in a better situation financially than you were when Butler was still on the roster. You'll have your non-tax, you'll have up to 5.6 to the non-tax. You do have some wiggle room to dance around the apron with that. Top front office priority. Heat fans probably do not want to hear this. I say patience. Like any bad breakup, there is a tendency to rush into the next relationship. We've all been through bad breakups before. In the case of the Heat, life after Butler, and the fact they do not have their first round pick they do have their pick in 2026, should not mean that Miami takes shortcut with their roster. We've got to fix that, kids. So what does that mean? That would mean basically taking what's owed to Terry Rozier. Boy, that was a bad trade. And Duncan Robinson next season, and basically get financial relief and stretch it out over 3 seasons. You do not want to do that. What you can do is certainly you can't allow this roster to return as is, as far as the Rozier crew. Like Rozier on this roster is like, it makes 0 sense at all. It's almost like you would rather, I don't know. Would you rather take the 20th pick in the draft than Rozier and try to move to Brooklyn? I don't know if the Nets would do that. I'm just spitballing here. So you've got to figure out what to do with Rozier. You've got to figure out what to do with Robinson. You don't have enough trade assets to go big game hunting. I'm sorry, you don't. 3 first, 1 that's in the 20s, and 2 that are going to be in 2030 and 32. That is not enough at all. So what do you do to go out there and try to improve the roster? And it's probably going to take patience as far as what you have. I think there's a priority to bring back Davion Mitchell. The question is going to be at what's the cost, and how do you kind of clear out some money? The Heat are on enough under the second apron to keep both players and still resign free agent Davion Mitchell. You'll probably be a first apron team and a luxury tax team. He was really good for Miami towards the end of the year. Patience will also play a role. How aggressive Miami should be building a roster on Adebayo here and Wade, or now waiting until 2026 when they have more flexibility, or they can use the expiring contracts. Extension candidates to watch is Tyler Hero. He is eligible for 3 years, $150 million, starting on October 1st. And then your team needs an identity on offense. Boy, 28th and second chance points. And then their draft assets. So you send Oklahoma City your first in June. You'll now send Charlotte a top 14 protected first in 27. The pick is unprotected in 28. You have your own first in 26, 29, 30, 31, and 32. However, because you're not allowed to trade a first in back-to-back seasons, Miami can send a 2030, 32nd, the Warriors pick in late June. They have and certainly what other seconds they have. So not a highly encouraging video here for your Heat fans. The sun will come up tomorrow. Trust the front office. They've been through this before. They're basically going to have to kind of reinvent basically where they are and get back to their identity. that is it. We will talk soon. We'll have another videos out on Tuesday, possibly, but that is it. Have a good day. Wanna try to post at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, pull up all brains. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's 88 over here,